The life of a CIA secret assassin is one of the most demanding, high-stakes builds in the intelligence game. Every decision, every move, every breath can define success or failure. These operatives are not just agents. They are paramilitary officers trained in the most extreme conditions imaginable. Their playground spans rooftops, foreign cities, crowded streets, and shadowed alleyways where a single misstep can mean mission failure or death. Every environment is studied, mapped, and rehearsed long before they ever set foot on a rooftop overlooking a Mercedes carrying a high-value target. They carry weapons like a suppressed SR-25, foreign-made, precise, and deadly, always calibrated for surgical efficiency and paired with an intimate knowledge of ballistics, wind direction, and distance calculation. Operational success is a combination of patience, preparation, and instinct, honed through relentless repetition. But how do these players actually operate? What makes them one of the top-tier covert builds? Let's break down the mechanics, starting with the entry requirements. Most CIA Special Activities Division recruits are former military, Delta Force, SEAL Team 6, Army Rangers, veterans of multiple combat tours. They've endured the chaos of combat, the unpredictability of direct action raids, and the mental strain of high-intensity missions. Years of deployments instill the discipline and situational awareness required to operate in environments where every passerby could be an ally, an enemy, or an obstacle. Russian training, bodyguards, and high-value target tracking are tools they've mastered, but so too are subtler skills, the quiet coordination of earpieces, the silent identification of security detail patterns, and the ability to predict a target's movements before they happen. Operational readiness goes beyond physical skill. These operatives learn to survive and improvise in any situation. They maintain cover identities so thoroughly that even close friends cannot detect the duplicity. They manage multiple identities, cache operations, and safe houses, blending into a city that is never truly theirs. Surveillance and counter-surveillance become second nature. They can spot a tail in a crowded square or a camera positioned to record their actions without turning their head. Intelligence gathering, clandestine communication, and operational planning are practiced constantly. Every mission is a test of endurance, judgment, and nerve. In the shadows of foreign cities, with rooftops as their observation posts and Mercedes sedans as moving targets, the CIA secret assassin exists in a world of precision and patience. Each step is calculated. Each trigger pull is rehearsed in simulation dozens of times. Their lives are a delicate balance of risk, skill, and timing, a game where failure is permanent and success invisible to the outside world. In the low-tier introduction missions, these operatives begin by mastering the fundamentals of tradecraft. Surveillance and counter-surveillance are drilled endlessly. They learn to follow a target through a crowded city without being noticed, and to spot tails before anyone realizes they're being watched. Cover identity maintenance becomes second nature. Passports, fake credentials, and backstories are memorized as thoroughly as any combat skill. Operational secrecy isn't just a rule, it's a lifestyle. They practice moving through cities unnoticed, blending seamlessly into cafes, public transport, or bustling markets, leaving no trace of their presence behind. Even digital footprints are meticulously managed, manipulating social media campaigns, influencing protests, or sowing discord in revolutionary movements, all without a single clue pointing back to them. Operational anonymity is paramount. One slip, one overlooked detail, and an entire mission can collapse. Cache operations, clandestine coordination, and operational planning are drilled into muscle memory, forming the backbone of their craft. Without these basics, even a simple observation mission can turn catastrophic. As these operatives advance into mid-tier builds, the game changes entirely. Tactical operations and paramilitary tactics take center stage. Assassination becomes a calculated skill, executed with precision and timing. Covert infiltration demands patience, adaptability, and the ability to vanish into a crowd after a single decisive act. Intelligence networks are mapped, cultivated, and leveraged to anticipate threats and opportunities. Operational improvisation is practiced relentlessly. They learn to adjust mid-mission when a building is unexpectedly locked, a target's routine changes, or a rooftop perch is occupied. Training intensifies. Interrogation resistance is drilled until instinctual. Combat driving becomes second nature for high-speed extractions. Covert surveillance is performed in shifting urban landscapes under realistic stress simulations. Extraction scenarios are simulated repeatedly, safe houses fortified, multiple identities rotated, encrypted communication tested against the latest cyber defenses, and cover stories rehearsed to withstand scrutiny from foreign intelligence officers. At this level, operatives are no longer merely observing, they are shaping events. They can support regime change operations, back insurgencies with precision, or coordinate hostage rescues with surgical timing. Each skill set is interconnected, a web of capabilities designed to give them control in environments where chaos is the norm and visibility is always lethal. High-tier players operate in full clandestine mode. Every move is deliberate, every step calculated. They execute direct action missions with precision, neutralizing high-value targets, tracking terrorist leaders across multiple countries, and eliminating enemy intelligence officers without leaving a trace. Operational ethics, operational consequences, and operational secrecy are constantly balanced. One wrong call can trigger geopolitical crises or cost innocent lives. Covert intervention is not just a tactic, it's a philosophy. Operational phases, from infiltration to intelligence gathering to extraction, are choreographed like a complex ballet, and operational impact is measured not in public recognition but in the silent shifts of power they create. These operatives maintain diplomatic cover, weaving themselves into embassies, international conferences, or multinational corporations, while simultaneously managing operational assets and leveraging covert finance to sustain missions across global theaters. Operational risk is ever present. Bullets, surveillance, double agents, and political pressure test every layer of their skill. But operational rewards, strategic victories, lives saved, or threats neutralized, are unparalleled. Then there's the operational legacy tier, the elite level few ever reach. These are the operatives who become legends within the shadows. They lead multi-country covert missions, oversee operational logistics on an unprecedented scale, and coordinate intelligence operations under military oversight. They conduct counterterrorism, insurgent support, deniable operations, and clandestine interventions the public will never know existed. Operational discipline, operational endurance, and operational isolation are essential. Years in hostile environments, months in safe houses, and countless hours alone tracking a single target hone their instincts to perfection. They maintain operational judgment and operational influence while executing covert manipulation with surgical precision. One misstep at this tier is catastrophic. One successful move can reshape entire theaters of conflict. Throughout all tiers, training never stops. Clandestine observation, operational readiness, and paramilitary training are continuous. They refine operational execution, operational secrecy, and operational accountability daily. Covert extraction, operational improvisation, and operational reward are part of every operational cycle. Their presence is invisible, yet their impact reverberates globally, silently steering events from rooftops, shadowed alleyways, and safe houses around the world. By the endgame, a CIA secret assassin exists in a world where operational anonymity is a shield, operational secrecy is a lifestyle, and operational influence is a tool. They move through cities from rooftops to safe houses, track targets in Mercedes sedans, coordinate with bodyguards and earpieces, and strike with suppressed SR-25s without leaving evidence. Every mission is a crucible of skill, endurance, and ethics. Every decision echoes through covert operations, clandestine missions, and operational legacy. Few will ever comprehend this life, but everyone depends on it. If you found this dive into the world of CIA paramilitary operations gripping, do us a favor, subscribe, leave a comment, and hit the like button. It helps us continue exploring the hidden edges of the world, one covert story at a time.